high noon on April 6, 2011, and the Wednesday edition of the Daily Journal is upon the streets. Mike Frey here with Nicole Leonhardt. Nicole, the election is over. Results came in last night. Many races decided. One of the more interesting figures we got out of the thing, though, was less than 20% voter turnout. Kankakee, Iroquois, Will counties. Not that many people went to the poll yesterday when you get right down to it.
No, not at all. That's not a very good turnout. And like everyone says, you know, if you don't vote, you can't complain. So hopefully more
I'm with that. I mean, I don't hold it too much against a person who doesn't vote. I believe that's your right too. I mean, it's your civic duty. But if you don't vote, don't complain. So you guys who didn't vote, don't complain, okay? Speaking of complaints, I have none about the weather. In my opinion, it's getting pretty good out there. I see the grass is getting green and the flowers are blooming. Looks like a spring is coming.
It sure does. I think I saw buds on the trees.
Me too.
But Joe Wulff has our forecast.
This is Jill Wulff with your weather forecast. Today, high is 62, low of 38, and rain this morning. Tomorrow, high is 64, low of 48, rain in the afternoon, so get out and get your stuff done in the morning. And Friday, high is 67, which will be really nice, low of 52, and rain in the morning. Back to you in the newsroom.
Nicole, we are back, and at Kankakee Community College yesterday there was a job fair held. Over 1,000 people attended. As you know, jobs are at a premium right now, but got us to thinking about what we could do for our Let's Rank Them today since it's Wednesday. How about we rank the most interesting jobs we had before we got this one? Think we can do that?
I think so.
Why don't you go first, Nicole?
Okay, number 3, I was an RA in the dorms. Kind of a fun job. I was probably the worst RA. Everyone got away with murder there. Number 2, I was a slide attendant at a water park in Wisconsin Dells. Never made it up to the lifeguard status. I don't know, I just got to push people down water slides.
Sounds fun.
It was alright. And then number 1, I worked for my parents on their resort pretty much every summer of my life. But my favorite job was always cleaning the pools and testing the chemicals.
Gotcha. Okay. Here's my interesting job. One doesn't involve a pool. In the summer of 1986, I was the manager of the concession stand at the Kankakee Valley Park District Public Pool. It closed like a year or two later. I wonder if my poor performance as the concession manager had something to do with the pool's demise. Perhaps. Another interesting job I had was one as a telemarketer. One half of one day, someplace in downtown Kankakee here. I can't remember the company. I took the job. I was hurting for a job. Didn't sell anything that first morning. The boss says, "Okay, you guys go to lunch now." I said, "You know what? I'm not going to come back." I didn't tell him that. I just left and never went back to that job. So that was my career as a telemarketer. Then lastly, I was a dishwasher / busboy over at the old Hunk's Pancake House on South Washington, Kankakee. Now it's known as Paul's Place. I was actually a cook there for one half of one day too, but I kept on breaking the yolk on the eggs. Couldn't make the sunny sides up. They said, "That's it, Fry. You're back to busting suds." So I was sent back to the dishwashing line, and I had a brief career as a cook. But those are some of the more interesting jobs I had until I got this dream job that I hold now. Well, that'll do it for the news at noon. You can subscribe to the Daily Journal by calling 815-937-3322. You can also pick it up at a newsstand. And so until tomorrow.
Stay informed and get outside.
Yeah, I was the manager there, didn't I?